Stop singing!
Hello everyone and welcome to Throne Thoughts. I'm Pandattack and this is... Hello?
I'm all alone. There's no one here beside me. My problems have all gone. There's no one to deride me. But you gotta have friends.
Stop singing!
One second. Okay. Mr. J time. Are you there? Huh. I guess I'll have to figure something else out. So we've got ourselves today a guest host. He's kind of annoying, a little weird looking, but we're gonna let it slide today. Who we got? Who is it? You want to show yourself? Yep. I'm Pandattack. And I don't appreciate being called weird looking, you know. I don't like it. Oh, you know it's true. Whatever. Okay, I'll bring us into our first topic, and I'll throw it back over to you and see if you can come up with something remotely entertaining. Hey. Oh, you know it's true. Okay, yeah, maybe. All right, so I'll throw in our first topic, then I'll send it over to you, and you can take it from there, and then I'll close this out. Does that sound good? Yeah, sounds good. Let's go. So, there was this one time that the U.S. Navy was traveling in one of their submarines. I believe it was around the time of the Cold War. They started to have a lot of interference with their instruments, specifically radar and other things like that. They believed that the Russians were interfering somehow with their submarine, which scared them because at this time their submarine technology was very top secret, and you know, they needed to kind of keep it under wraps so that they could, you know, have that edge that they needed to have and everything. But they kept having these issues of their sonar and their radar and other things wigging out of nowhere. So
makes sense, yeah.
They actually had to come into port and to try and discover what these issues were. And they found these circular cutouts of their rubber hull. If you didn't know, the older submarines had rubber hull coatings to kind of dampen the sonar cross-section, whatever they call it, nautical term stuff, to help make these subs a little bit more undetectable. They believed that the Russians were causing these circles cut into the rubber hulls. And
Russian spy. Russian spy. Russian spy.
They believed that the Russians were somehow getting divers or subs or whatever, what have you, to close enough to these subs to spy on them and take samples to try and discover this technology, right? But once they figured out what was happening of these circles being cut out of these rubber hulls, they were able to go and kind of set up a sting operation, see what was going on, right? And what they found had nothing to do with the Russians. Can you take a guess, my sir? I don't have to guess, I'm you, I know what... Well then, shut up. Okay, fine. So what they actually found was the cookie cutter shark. There was a species of shark that was actually coming up to these submarines and taking bites out of them. Pretty cool, yeah, no, yeah. So these sharks will typically swim up to a whale or likewise another large animal, and they will attach to them. They will literally just cut out a section of meat, like a big old section of meat, and just eat it. You don't need this anymore. It's mine now. And these sharks started attaching to these submarines, believing that they were like big whales, or like whale sharks, or big sharks, or something. Another large creature in the water, and they were taking bites out of it, believing it was food, and it probably tasted very similar to a car tire. So, probably didn't taste too good. Yeah, no, I mean, every time I eat a car tire, it doesn't taste very good. I'm not sure why you would do that. Well, I think you would, because you're me. Rethinking my my decision of a host right here. Oh, shut up and just get up. This guy drinks too many Mountain Dews or something like that. Yeah, well, so that's what I have for you. What do you got for me? Well, okay, yeah. First time on Throne Thoughts. Let's get this going then. Okay. Welcome. So, so I was in my throne room and I was sitting and I was thinking, milk. Like, milk's weird. We drink milk, but like not from our own species, from like other species. But like tons of people on the internet already talk about that. So I was wondering, do like all mammals do this whole milk thing? Because I like fish don't have milk and all like insects and stuff. So obviously not everything does milk. But do all mammals, right?
Yeah, no, like, yeah, it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, because
I wonder.
it's already a contentious thing all over the internet. It's weird, it's not weird, whatever. Okay, but I was thinking about it. Like, do all mammals have milk? Is there any other way that they do this whole milk thing, right? And
I never really thought of it.
First thing I came across, kind of was a little weird. So I decided I'd bring it here and talk to you about it.
Sweet.
So, back to this whole Australia. I think they're from Australia. Platypus, right?
Oh, yeah, platypus. Yeah, they're from Australia. Yep.
Okay. Well,
Yep.
one of me knows. Well, the platypus, among many other things that make platypus super strange, which maybe I'll talk about here in a second, the platypus don't have nipples. Yeah, they don't have nipples. They don't produce milk in the same conventional way where their offspring attaches and consumes this milk. They don't attach because, I mean, this is a semi-aquatic animal, right? And just the amount of movement around and stuff, Yeah, it gets super gross with like all the dirt and like moving around, probably be all slimy from the water. Yeah. Well, of course you'd agree with me. You're me, so yeah. Brainwaves.
Yeah, every time I look at you.
Twin synergy or whatever, except worse. Gives me a heck every day having to deal with you. Hey, like you said, it's true. But they do still produce milk. The platypus, instead of the conventional way of them feeding their offspring, the platypus has patches on their body where their body secretes this more, I'm assuming it's more viscous or whatever type of milk, but it secretes
I wonder what color it is.
onto its fur, exterior part of its fur, and its offspring will suck the milk off of its fur.
It's all like slimy and yeah.
Yeah, it was super dirty. It's gross. Platypus are super weird. Like, not everybody knows all the different things about platypus, but platypus are the only mammal to lay eggs. They are venomous. They're a venomous mammal.
Venomous?
Fur and venom.
Together.
Oh, stop sensationalizing. You already know this. Shut up.
Content, man. Hurt my feelings.
I don't care if I hurt your feelings. They're my feelings. I will do what I want with them.
Get a job.
This guy. Yeah, no. You believe him? So the platypus, it's its rear foot. I think it's like its pinky toe or whatever, like the furthermost outmost toe, right? Has
Correct.
a
Platypus
like a hook
expert.
or think of like a snake's fang, but on its foot, right? And it's venomous. And it uses that to protect itself against predators and the like that would want to threaten it and come up on it while its babies are drinking its milk from its dirty, furry body or whatever.
Yeah, and from what I understand, like that venom's like 100 hornet stings all at the same time. Like that's what they equivalent it to. It's ow.
Yeah. Who'd have thunk that the platypus had more in store for us, right? Like Perry. Like 1, you lay eggs. 2, you're venomous. 3, you secrete milk all over your body or whatever. Like milk bath.
It seems like it just,
I never understood the whole milk bath thing. Yeah, no, well, that's what I had for this episode. Appreciate being on with everybody.
Good first time on Throne Thoughts. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, well,
I did what I could.
Yeah,
Short notice.
What can you
jerk?
do? Right. To get this gig, I had to throw J-Time into a trunk.
Wait, what did you say?
What?
Huh? What'd you do with Justin?
Russian spy.
I'm just kidding. So, yeah, no. Had a fun time. Yeah. We'll do it again sometime.
Yeah, no, it was good.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah, no. So if you like this super weird episode of Throne Thoughts, go ahead and hit like. And the next time you're sitting on the throne, you think of something super weird, go ahead and put it in the comments below. We're going to do an episode here soon that's super quick fire and talks about all the questions that people had in the comments below. Kind of compile them all together. And don't worry, we'll get Justin back and maybe another host around here sometime. Thanks, and happy Throne Thoughts.